This is for you girls wanting to grow your booty bigger than your legs. You love where your legs are, but you want bigger glutes. 70% of your routine needs to be upper glute exercises. So I'm gonna show you guys what this looks like today. I'm gonna show you guys the first 12 weeks, what that should look like, and what each phase should look like, phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. All of these girls that have ever grown their booty without having to grow bigger legs, all did this same method. So if I had to build your booty from scratch, this is what it's gonna look like for the next 12 weeks. 70% of your routine needs to be hitting the upper glutes, and 30% of your routine needs to be under. So these would be your leg compounds, like your sumo squats, RDLs, good mornings, stationary box step ups with a deficit, or maybe deficit reverse lunges. Working the under glutes. All the other main exercises that you will be increasing weights on are hitting the upper glutes. So hip thrusts, glute bridges, straight leg kickbacks, so on and so forth. 3 exercises that are non-negotiables: hip thrusts, straight leg kickbacks, and glute bridges. These are the 3 that I have in every glute workout, and we will increase the weights as much as possible. Phase 1, this is activation phase. Now, weeks 1 through 4, this is your activation phase. So this is where you're learning proper forms, so you know where to be feeling your activation in your glutes. Without this phase, the rest doesn't matter. You're never gonna be able to increase weights, time under tension, it doesn't matter. Activation phase is so important. You guys need to learn the proper forms. In your activation phase, I want you to do 4 glute isolation exercises and 2 compounds. 4 isolation exercises: straight leg kickbacks, lateral leg raises, glute bridges, and donkey kickbacks with your fabric booty band. So your weighted and your banded exercises count as your glute isolation exercises. 2 compounds could be elevated sumo squats and hip thrust. Weeks 5 through 8 is your progressive overload phase. So now that you've gotten your forms down, you know where to feel the activation, you can start increasing weights. Slowly increasing your weights. And in this phase, I want you to do 5 isolation exercises, and I want you to do 2 compounds. Yes, it will be 7, but like I said, let's just say you did straight leg kickbacks, lateral leg raises, glute bridges, or let's just say an RDL this time, and hip thrust. That's 5 exercises right there. Your other 2 isolation exercises can be burnout. So burnout accessory exercises like frog pumps and bandy donkey kickbacks. I'm not saying that 5 of your isolation exercises have to be all weighted, because that's gonna be a lot, right? You can count your 2 burnout exercises at the end of your glute workout to be in that 7. Now on this progressive overload phase, I want you to add a set to your hip thrust and your glute bridges. So you're gonna do 4 sets now. On this set, you're gonna attempt a heavier weight. Now the goal is always to get that weight back up to 15, but when you're attempting heavier weight, you're most likely not gonna be able to hit 10 to 15 reps. If you can, go for it, but without sacrificing form. But this way, we increase weights a lot faster. Now, weeks 9 through 12. Now, in your last phase, this is where you go all in. This is where we're gonna increase time under tension. That means we're gonna add failure sets and we're gonna add drop sets. A drop set. Let's say you do your normal 4 sets of 10 to 15 reps on your hip thrust. Now you're gonna have 2 drop sets. So basically, after that 4th set, you're gonna drop the weight 30%. Your only rest is when you take the weights off, and you're gonna do as many as you can. And then you're gonna take off another 30%, and you're gonna do as many as you can. So that also is what a failure set is. And like I've said with every phase, I want you to still do a banded burnout. Now, if you do an intense set with the drop set on the hip thrust, your burnout with the banded exercises, you can do like 1 exercise, you can do 30 to 40 frog pumps for 2 rounds. This is where you've won. By the time you've gotten here, you're really good at your forms. You feel the activation, you feel the pump. 2, you've started to increase weights on all your main weighted exercises, isolation and compounds. Now 3, we pick up the intensity and we're now adding failure sets and drop sets. You do this for 12 weeks and you're gonna see glute growth. And of course, you're gonna eat at a caloric maintenance, you're gonna eat the amount you burn, and if you can eat a surplus, do it. And I want you to eat your protein body weight times 0.8 to 1 gram. I want you to work your way up to 1 gram though. If you can get 1 gram per pound of body weight, go for it. The more protein, the more you're gonna grow, especially as a beginner, right? So this is me building you from scratch. Now, last thing, I'll give you guys my top exercises for isolation and compounds. For upper glutes, straight leg, kickbacks, glute bridges, we got hip thrusts, single leg hip thrusts. I'll do those at least once a week using your Peach Gains hip thrust belt. And then we got lateral leg raises. So any of your lateral movements that work the side glutes also work your upper glutes. Hip abductors, frog pumps, and some of these upper glute isolation exercises I'm putting are done with the band as well. So like frog pumps, reverse hypers, and donkey kickbacks, kickback crossovers. Kickback crossovers for a burnout too, or between the loads. That's where you have the band wrapped around your leg, both of your legs, and you're going up and over rainbows. It's holding tension on one glute at a time. They burn so good. All right, so upper or under glute. So let's just say your compounds. So we got sumo squats. Sumo squats elevated. You can elevate these once you get good at them. RDLs, single leg RDLs, good mornings, stationary box step ups with a deficit, or even just elevated curtsy lunges. So a step back, but just at an angle, diagonal. Those would be my best upper glute and under glute exercises. Take a screenshot there. This is all I do with my clients. We just repeat the same patterns over and over and over again. That is what your next 12 weeks is going to look like to get that result, to grow in the next 2 to 3 inches in 12 weeks. Like, let's just say my last series girl did, Jessica, who grew 2.5 in 12 weeks. And here she is right here. Started very flat and worked her way up. She wanted to grow her booty, not her legs. So she ate in caloric maintenance. She took creatine. Creatine's always a massive help for you girls trying to gain. Creatine is a massive help because then you're not having to stuff your face in a surplus every single day, and then keeping her protein high. But this is what she did. She followed the same thing over and over again. Do this, I'm telling you, follow the same patterns. That's how you grow the booty without the legs. It's a routine that focuses on contraction. Contraction is how you isolate the glutes. And then 30% of your routine hitting those under glutes, which are the leg compounds, right? I'm excited to see your guys' results. Follow this for the next 12 weeks. And I want to see you drop your results in the comments or DM them to me on Instagram at the LA Booty Builder. Before I go, I want to recommend a creatine. Creapure is what you guys want to be taking. Creatine monohydrate. This is premium creatine. I know there's so many girls that are terrified of taking creatine because it's made them look fluffy and bloated, but that's just because you're most likely taking cheap creatine, which irritates your body. I want you to try some premium creatine. The discount code is PEACHGAINS, all lowercase with a Z, one word. Get a discount on some premium creatine. Let me know how you guys love it. It's sour cherry. You guys can get the non-flavored if you like to throw it in your protein shake as well. But I love the sour cherry. Girls are loving the sour cherry. You pour it in some water, drink it within 10 to 15 minutes. Don't let your creatine sit in liquid too long. Delicious creatine, game changer, and we have more flavors coming. Please continue to drop any recommendations, any questions, any videos you guys want to see in the comments, and I'll do my best. But I'll see you guys next video. Peace.